This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why, hello. I feel like I look slightly terrifying. It wasn't my intention. It just kind of happened. And now I'm like, oh God, should I even do this video? I don't know. But hello, trash bags. I don't know, I feel very vampiric right now. Maybe it's because I'm so pale and my eyes are like red and it's also 80 degrees in this house. I don't know. Could be a culmination of things. But I'm excited for today's video. Why, you ask? Because I got the NARS Holiday collection. And I only picked up two things. I picked up the cheek palette and I picked up this giant highlighting doohickey guy. There was some lip stuff and there was a quad. I didn't care for it. These are the things that spoke to me. So without further ado, let me tell you a little bit about this guy. The NARS Ethereal Aura Blush Palette retails for $60. Dazzling Dimensional. Discover limited edition Ethereal Aura Blush Palette in New Realm. Featuring 6 awe-inspiring shades in matte and shimmer finishes. Transform yourself with iconic blush powders that build and blend for a multi-dimensional rush of color. So I feel like in the past, we have gotten, you know, face palettes from NARS that has some sort of like a bronzer option for the most part. This is a straight up blush palette. These are all blush shades, and these on the top here are kind of meant to be used as like shimmering blushes. So we're not going to be able to use all of the palette today, but I am going to try, according to the NARS website, you can kind of use this shade Zen, which is, I guess, the most bronzer type shade of the whole bunch, I guess, right? It's a matte warm brown. Actually, is that? If I wanted, say, blush. Oh, wow, this is interesting. I guess it's been discontinued. Oh, okay. Well, it's considered a blush, so all right, that's kind of interesting. I don't know too much about like NARS blushes in particular, so that's good to know that it is something that was discontinued and now brought back. So hey, if you loved it and wanted it, this is your way of getting it, right? But I'm gonna use that shade as my bronzer shade today. Oh, ma'am. When you go to the NARS website, it kind of gives you a little bit more information, unlike Sephora or Ulta, where it was almost recommending this to be used as a bronzer. And I mean, it's definitely warm, so I'm not like a huge fan. I think I would probably not use this as a bronzer. I think I would use this more as a blush on top of bronzer, because I like the tone of it. It's interesting, but I don't know if I love it as a bronzer shade. Does that make sense? Like a blush I could with. I don't mind like a warm tone blush, but when it comes to bronzer or contour, I don't love it so much. But again, personal preference thing. Okay, I think, I don't really love how this looks. Again, not a huge fan of the tone. My bitch beggars can't be choosers, so here we are. But I think as a blush, I can get behind it. I just don't want to use it as a bronzer. It reminds me of like the House Labs, those little blush bomb sticks that I thought was a bronzer. It was marketed as a bronzer, and then it was like, nope, bitch, gotcha. It's not. And I'm like, oh, fuck you. Yeah. Again, it really just kind of comes down to preference, and I don't prefer this. And you're probably asking, oh my God, your air conditioning unit. What I'm starting to think is that my landlord is trying to slumlord me out and will not do anything so that I just leave. And what's cute about my leases is that I can't technically break it. I mean, if I do break it, I'm still responsible for the remainder of my lease. So I love that. I love that so much. I cannot wait till I get out of this company so I can tell you what their name is. So fingers crossed that they don't cancel my ticket today, because this is crazy. Actually, it's now deemed emergency. Apparently, if your house hits 85, it's deemed an emergency in Florida. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Found that out. All right. Let's move on to the blushes. I think because I have like this kind of terracotta look, I kind of want to go in with this middle shit. And I think I want to do kind of layering the matte one down first and then putting the sparkle on top. I think that's what I want to do. I feel like it's going to make the eye look, I don't know, not look like my eyes are bleeding. But I do love this though. This is my jam, but we're not going to do that one today. We're going to hold off on today. I might dip into the highlighters though, but I kind of want to use this highlighter. We need to use this highlighter. Not kind of, we need to use it. So we're going to do that too. We have a lot of shit going on today, okay? I would like a clean brush. I'm going to take this beautiful Rephr brush. I'm just going to lay this blush down. Oh, that's pretty. I know this is not a very dense brush, so I have to kind of go back in a couple of times to like build it up, but at least it's kind of giving me more pigment than the Hourglass pink blush. To this day, I still can't get any pigment. It's the craziest thing. I don't know why. I just can't. Okay, I like this. I like this. Okay, I'm gonna take my, speaking of Hourglass, my Hourglass brush. Okay, I think that looks pretty cute. I am gonna add though that shimmer because we kind of need it. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna add it. Oh, she's pigmented. Kind of add it towards like the back of my face. Whatever scientific term that is. Cheekbones, there you go. Girl, get it together. Did I mention my house is really hot? Ooh, I like that. And I like that it kind of adds like a little bit of, which by the way, that was Orgasm. It's a tried and true. I add a little bit of Orgasm on top of it, and I think it just looks so pretty. And it's kind of like a built-in highlighter, which is kind of sick. I'm gonna say something very controversial. You're not gonna see this video yet because I pre-filmed it because I'm doing good, baby. I pre-filmed it, so you'll see it, I think, next Monday. I don't think this is my favorite holiday palette. I know I said, like, I had like really strong claims, like after the Hourglass one, I was like, I think NARS is going to be the one that pulls us out of the void and it's gonna be the best holiday palette. I think what I'm doing is fine. It's fine. I like it, I think, a little bit more than the Hourglass palette, but I'm like, do I really? I don't know. Like, it looks okay. My makeup dick is not being blown off my body. However, what I will show you next week, I'm actually still thoroughly impressed with that palette and I cannot stop thinking about it, and I'm not gonna even say what it is, just to keep you in fucking suspense, okay? But that holiday palette, that cheek palette, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. And the longevity on that bitch. And I filmed a bunch of videos that day and the longevity still looked really good. And I was sweating in my house and it was 85. It was gross, but I still looked kind of fun. Yeah, I am gatekeeping that one right now until you see next week's video. And then you're gonna be like, bitch, really? Really? But yeah, no, that's the palette I'm thinking about right now. I'm fucking this one, but I'm thinking about the next one. Sorry. I do think this is really pretty though. But I don't know, I guess I was just expecting more of a wow factor, more of like a, oh my God, like stand up, applause, like yes, yes, yes. This is fine. I think for, I don't know, I wouldn't get it for 60 bucks. If you can get it for like 20% off, I think that's better. I don't know, like it's not, when I think about the shades and it's fine. I don't know. Maybe the heat's getting to me, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. All right, so what I want to do, technically I feel like I don't need any highlighter because like you really don't, but I want to try this highlighter in here, which is the shade Impulse. Impulse looks blinding. So we're going to use a little bit of Impulse, all right? I want to keep it thin, so I'm actually going to take an eye brush. Oh, you know, maybe I was a little too hasty about this palette because this highlighter, it's me up in a good way. Damn, okay. Oh shit, all right. Wow, that is psychotic in the best way possible, okay. Just gonna pounce. Not taking any additional product, just whatever I have left on the brush. Yeah, I mean, that shit looks good. Okay, maybe I'm a little crazy. Maybe it's the heat that's getting to me, all right? But maybe this is actually pretty decent. But also, no, it's not. I don't know, I think it's fine, but like, I guess maybe my mind shift is changing a lot these days and thinking about like how much shit is. And like, you know, is this something that, am I gonna see myself using all the time? And personally, I just don't think I am. Although this highlighter is growing on me, I don't think I am, which is kind of a shame. I look cute, I look adorable, but like, I don't know, there's just something about it that I'm not that excited. I wanna be more excited. Does that make sense? I feel like this is me having a nervous breakdown. But before I do that, let's talk about this product. The Aura Illuminating Face and Body Powder retails for $55. Illuminate, radiate, captivate. Immerse yourself in Aura Illuminating Face and Body Powder's ethereal shimmer and soft iridescent sheen. Silky oversized powder applies like a dream for sheer opal luminosity, while pearlescent pigments reflect light with each movement. Okay, so how you use this bad boy is that you can apply it to the high points of your face, tops of your cheekbones, beneath the brow bone, the bridge of the nose, or you can apply the powder across your collarbones and the tops of your shoulders to create an all-over body glow. We're not doing that because you know, plus we don't have, even though this pan is big, we don't have enough product to do that, to literally turn me into a, let's say a snow cone, but that's not even the right thing though. What am I thinking of? A Twilight vampire, yes. But what we can do is take our little brush and kind of apply it on top, which I know it's a little, you could apply it on top of our little cheekbone. And it does have like a little lilac kind of sheen to it, and it's fucking pretty. But I am gonna put it on my nose, because why not? Ooh. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this a lot. It's very sexy cyborg, and I love a sexy cyborg moment. This I could see myself with more so than the actual blush palette, although this highlighter in this palette I would use a lot. No, you know what? I'm being a little harsh on this. I think it looks cute. It looks pretty. I guess I just was expecting more and wanted more. And then I was a little disappointed that it was just like, okay. I think that's what it is. It's fine, but I fear that I'm gonna be kind of forgetting about it in like a month. But this big powder though, oh bitch. Granted, it is $5 less than the blush palette, so think about that. But I could see myself kind of with this because it doesn't have any like shimmer. It's just, I don't know, like pure luminosity. It doesn't have like any sort of like there's no sparkle to this, which I really like. It just looks not metal, but Terminator-esque. Like I feel like I'm gonna turn into like a Capri Sun person, you know what I mean? But I mean, I think this looks kind of cute though overall. Yeah, okay, let me just blast the shit out of my face with this stuff. Hi. Okay, I needed to take a 2 minute to cool down for a second because I was like, oh, I'm dying under these lights. Okay, so let's talk about it. I like this collection, but I don't love this collection. And I think if you were interested in getting this collection, I would wait for a sale. I think the thing that's probably the most standout for me is the giant oversized highlighter. It's $55, but the shade Skyrocket, it's really pretty. It kind of just gives you that metal Tin Man kind of a feel, sexy Svedka robot from the 90s. Like, I love it. And I could see myself actually utilizing this a lot. I can. I like it as a highlighter. I like it as like an inner corner highlighter all over my face. Like it's one of those powders where you could, you know, use so much of it and it's still gonna look so fucking good and sexy and ethereal and cyborg-esque. And I think that's awesome. So I love this thing. When it comes to the actual palette, the cheek palette, usually I would say for the most part, like 60-40, like I really do enjoy them, but there's usually like 20% of the shades that I'm not gonna use. This one, I feel like I am going to be getting a lot more use out of it. Granted, I only touched this quad today. I have not used these two. So of course I will do that in a future video. And I mean, they look cute and they look promising. You know, they're very, very light and very, very dainty. So come back for that in the future. But as for the other shades, you know, I think I would prefer Zen more as an actual blush, less as a bronzer. I think it's just a little bit too warm tone, but as a blush, I think it's fine. And I think it would look really, really good as a blush, but I didn't like it as a bronzer so much. The highlighter is probably the standout of today. Like out of this whole palette, like that highlighter is blinding, bitch. It's so good. I love that. I wish they sell that as a single. The Deep Throat and Orgasm classics, right? I think they pair very well together. They look beautiful. And then of course throwing this on top of it. Ooh, bitch. But yeah, next time we'll check out these guys. But you know, if you have these shades or if you have something similar, I don't think you really need to run out and go get this. But if you do happen to see it on sale, I think it's worth exploring on sale. This, however, I think is more unique than the actual blush palette. So yeah, this is not going to save us from the collapse of everything. It's just not. I was looking at Hourglass to save us, and then Hourglass didn't. And then I was so convinced that NARS would, and NARS isn't. But the thing that I'm going to talk about next Monday, that is the thing that's going to save us all. And it sounds stupid, but when I tell you, it's fucking that good. Like, I just want to take this off right now and put that palette on. Yeah, I said it. Big claims. Anyway, now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you have either one of these products, if you love them, if you hate them, or if you're like, I don't care. Let me know because I love hearing from you. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my beautiful patrons and YouTube members for keeping this garbage boat afloat. I love your faces, and I'll see y'all trash bags real, real soon. Bye.